Hello again, this is Josh from Backyard Bounty, and I'm here to do another update for you. Today is November the 27th. First update I did was 2 weeks ago, but I'm going to show you how the garden is doing so far, uh, what I'm all about to harvest, and show you the type of pest problem I've been having to deal with and how I'm dealing with it. But here, I can show you what it looks like so far. Everything is much bigger, much bigger. And everything that's green is doing very well. And the peas are doing very well. I'll show you right now. Last time I did, they weren't even flowering yet, but got some right here. Big pea pods. Nothing better. And no, I didn't have to wash it because I'm not using any chemical fertilizers or insecticides. So, if you can see down here, there's just pods after pods after pods. And with 2 rows on each side on 2 trellises, there are so many. I've already bagged up several bags worth already, and this is only after 2 weeks. It's still like this. And then over here, the cauliflower and the broccoli, it hasn't quite yet bolted, not yet, but the collard greens are doing really well. So when I harvest the collard greens, I don't pull up the whole head. Instead, take a big old leaf like that, chop off a few of them, and there's a side dish for dinner right there. And then the bok choy, I had to pull up a few heads because they're doing exactly what they did a few weeks ago. They're starting to bolt. That means they're starting to flower, and you don't want them to do that because the leaves are going to start turning bitter. Grab the whole thing, just like that. Normally I would cut off a few leaves, a few of the big ones, before I actually have to pull it up like that, but I don't want it to do that, so I'm going to have to pull up a few of them. And you can see the ground is kind of dark because a couple days ago we had a huge rainstorm. Got everything really muddy, so I haven't had to water anything. But I'll show you the squash. And I've gotten lots and lots of little squash buds on here, but the problem is that it's supposed to be a warm weather crop, so I'm not counting on anything. It's more of a learning process. But what I will show you is all my squash and cucumber has been ravaged by aphids. You can see all these aphids underneath there. It's really gross. But what I decided to do is, at first I tried this organic friendly soap, and that didn't really do the job. So what I did instead was I went down to a store and bought some ladybugs. They're doing their job. There's actually 2 very happy ladybugs right there. But yeah, they're all over the place. Just got them a few days ago, so already starting to see progress. They're all over the place. So, but I'm not too concerned if we actually do get squash. I'm just glad that it's actually growing. And then the blackberry plants, they're doing really well. They're actually growing pretty quick. Grapes, I'm not so sure, but they tend to go dormant when it's colder, so we'll see what happens. You can see, like here, what I was talking about. This is a squash bud. If that gets pollinated, which it should, I've seen bees flying around, but it's in the morning and it's cold out right now, so they're not flying around, but I have seen them. These buds here, if they get pollinated, will turn into squash. If they don't, what's going to happen is it'll just go black and die off. And then the peas that I replanted, they're coming up. I'll leave them, hopefully within a month I'll get some peas. And then all these green beans, they're doing really well. You can see all the little flowers on them. Haven't quite started to see pods yet, but in a couple days, I'm sure we'll see some. Oh, here we go. Here's one right here. It's a green bean. about 3 or 4 days. You get a nice pea pod or green bean pod. And then the cucumbers, they're also doing well, even though they're a cool weather or a warm weather crop. But I wasn't totally anticipating. But they're doing okay. But they're getting totally ravaged by aphids as well. But a couple of them do have a few surprises. Got some cucumbers on there like that. A few of them that post. Oh, and totally forgot. I didn't show you the kale. Kale I have to harvest too, but I'm not going to pull them up because they're not flowering. Just going to do it the exact same way I did with the collard greens. And of course, got the one lima bean plant. It's got tons of flowers on it still. And more green beans that I had replanted. Carrots are doing all right. They probably won't be ready until like late January, maybe February. But the radishes that I planted 2 weeks ago in the last video, I had already thinned them out. And they're already getting big. I'd say in about 2 more weeks, maybe 3, we'll have tons more radishes to give away. Lots to give away. The pomegranate tree is doing well. No complaints there. This peach tree, when we got it, was the one that looked like it was dying, but all the dead leaves died off. And I don't know if you can see it, but right here, it's got flowers. They shouldn't be flowering, but it's got a couple on there. Who knows? We'll see. Got this one over here too. This one's doing well. It's got a flower on it too, so maybe we'll get some early peaches. Who knows? But anyway, that's all for this update. Thanks for watching.